Hello dear students, this is Jai Kishan. Welcome to the first part of chapter 13, Surface Areas and Volumes. Students, this chapter we have studied in class 9th also. There we have studied about the solids cube, cuboid, cone, cylinder and sphere. Here also we will study about these solids, but here we will solve the questions related to their conversion as well as the combination of these type of solids. And one more type of solids you will study here, and that solid is frustum of cone. Okay, so firstly let us revise that what we have studied in class 9th. See students, in our day-to-day life we come across many examples of three-dimensional figures like the objects around you, like your notebook, pen, table, chair, all are the examples of three-dimensional figure. But if we talk about their surfaces, if the surfaces are plain and flat, then they are the example of two-dimensional. So, if we want to calculate the region bounded by two-dimensional figure, then we find area. But if we want to find the space occupied by three-dimensional solid, then we find volume. So, let us see what is the definition of area. Area can be defined as the space occupied by flat shape or the surface of an object. Like in the previous classes also we have studied how to find area. In the previous classes we have learned to find the area of square. What is the area of square? Side square. What is the area of rectangle? Length into breadth. What is the area of circle? Pi r square. What is the area of triangle? Half into base into height. All that kind of shapes we have learned how to find their areas, and we measure area in square units. Like if in a square the all sides are of 2 meter, then their area will be 2 square, that is 4 meter square. Okay, so like this students we find the area. If we talk about the volume, volume is the quantity of three-dimensional space occupied by a liquid, solid or gas. Okay, so space occupied by the liquid, solid or gas is known as volume, or in other word sometimes we use the word like capacity. Okay, so capacity is also volume, nothing else. We measure volume in cube units. Like if in cuboid length is 2 meter, breadth is 3 meter and height is 5 meter. So what will be the capacity of that cuboid? 2 into 3 into 5 meter cube. Okay, means 30 meter cube will be the volume of that cuboid. So if we talk about two-dimensional figure, then for space occupied by two-dimensional figure we find area. Space occupied by three-dimensional figure we find volume. Okay students, now let us see the solids that we have studied in class 9, but let us revise here also. So the first solid that we are going to study is cube. So if someone asks you that what can be the example of cube, so you can simply give your answer that the objects like dice is the example of cube. See, here I have drawn a figure also. In this figure total 6 surfaces are there. One is its floor, second is its roof, 3 and 4 are their side walls, and 5 and 6, 5 is its front wall and 6 is the wall behind the front wall. Okay, so these are the 6 surfaces in cube, and all surfaces are in the shape of a square. All surfaces are in the shape of a square. In a square, the length and the breadth are the same. So in this way, we can say that in cube, all the dimensions are equal. Like if the length is A, we can say that its breadth should be A as well as its height should also be A. So in cube, we generally say that its all dimensions are equal. Okay, so here I have written also, if the length of each side of cube is A units, then their lateral surface area. What is lateral surface area, students? Lateral surface area means area of its four walls. Area of four walls means if in its total surface area you will exclude the area of its top, means area of its roof, and the area of its bottom. So whenever we want to calculate lateral surface area, we will just include the area of top and area of bottom from the whole 6 surfaces. Okay, so if we'll exclude top areas of top and bottom, then what surfaces are left? The surfaces like 3, 4, 5 and 6, means the side walls and the front wall and the wall behind the front wall are left. So total 4 surfaces are left, and each surfaces are in the shape of what? Are in the shape of a square. So as we all know that the area of a square, is what? A square. Okay, so here 4 surfaces are there. So what will be the area of 4 surfaces? 4 into A square. So lateral surface area, that is area of 4 walls, we can say it is 4A square in the case of cube. In case of total surface area, so in total surface area, now you will include the area of bottom and top also. Okay, so the total surface area, total 6 surfaces are there, and each surface are in the form of a square. So you can say that its total surface area will be 6A square, because A square is the area of a square and total 6 surfaces are there, so it will be 6A square. So the total surface area of cube is 6A square. Okay, now what will be the volume of cube? So as we all know that when you will see the solid cuboid, so the volume of cuboid is what? Length into breadth into height. But here length is A, breadth is A, and height is also A. So when you will multiply it, what you will get? A cube, no? So we can say the volume of cube is A cube unit. Okay, one more thing you have to understand here, that when we are talking about area, we will write it in the form of a square unit, and when we are talking about volume, we will write it in the cube unit. Okay, diagonal is what? Diagonal is under root 3a. Diagonal means the longest rod that can be adjusted in this cube. Okay, the opposite longest distance, the vertex on opposite longest distance can be the diagonal of cube. Okay, and it will be under root 3a unit. Since it is simply a distance, so you can write it as under root 3a unit. Okay, so try to understand each concept, that how the formula came. Okay students, now coming to our next solid, that is cuboid. But before that students, just pause the video and note it down everything. So if someone asks you that what can be the example of cuboid, so you can simply say the objects like duster, notebook can be the examples of cuboid. Okay, so here I have made a figure also. In this figure, this dimension is considered as its length, this dimension is considered as its breadth, and this is considered as its height. Okay, so in cuboid also there are 6 surfaces. Okay, one is its floor, or you can say its base, one is its top, or you can say its floor, third one is and fourth one is its side walls, fifth one is its front wall, and the sixth one is its behind the front wall. Okay, so all these are the 6 surfaces as we have seen in cuboid, but here all the surfaces are in the form of rectangle. Rectangle, we all know that in rectangle shape, one is its length and one is its breadth. Okay, so what is the area of rectangle? We all know that area of rectangle is length into breadth. Okay, now let us understand how to derive formula. See, there is no need of just mugging up the formula. You have to understand, you can derive the formula just in few moments. Okay, so understand it properly. First one is lateral surface area, means area of 4 walls. So as I have told you, when we talk about lateral surface area, then we exclude the area of its top, and the area of its bottom. Okay, so the areas of these two surfaces we exclude. So what is left? Only the 4 walls. Okay, so here the surface 3 and 4 its side walls, and 5 and 6 its front and the behind the front walls. Okay, so these 4 walls are left. So what is the area of 4 walls? Since each surface is in the form of rectangle and the opposite walls will have the same area. Think about it. See, this wall 3 and this wall 4 are in the opposite sides. Okay, are opposite to each other, so they will have their areas equal, and the walls 5 and 6 are also opposite to each other, so the surface 5 and the surface 6 will also have their areas same. So firstly we'll calculate the area of surface 3. See, in surface 3, what are the dimensions there? This is your breadth and this is your height. Okay, so what will be the area of surface 3? It will be breadth into height. Okay, so the area of surface 3 is breadth into height. And what will be the area of surface 4? This is just opposite to a surface of 3. Okay, so this will also have the same area as like 3. So this is also BH. Now, what will be the area of this surface? Surface 5. This surface 5 is carrying the dimensions as its length and height. Okay, so the area of this surface is what? Length into height. So here it is length into height. And the area of surface 6, this is just opposite to surface 5. Okay, so this will also have, see, this is length and this is height. So this surface is also having its area as surface 5, that is L into H. Now add all these, so you will get BH in BH plus BH 2BH and LH plus LH 2LH. Okay, if we will take common 2 and h, if we will take common 2 and h we can write here also, but to write the formula in the proper form I have written just here. Okay, it will make no difference. Okay, so if we'll take 2h common in these two, what will be left here? From here b will be left, and from here L will be left. Okay, so you can write the formula, like 2 L plus B into H. So if someone asks you that what is the lateral surface area of cuboid, you can give your answer that 2 into length plus breadth into height. Or if someone asks you that what is the area of 4 walls, area of 4 walls and lateral surface areas are same. Okay, so you can give your answer that yes, 2 into L plus B into H. This is the formula of area of 4 walls or lateral surface area. So in this way, students, you can give your answer. Now what will be the total surface area? See, in lateral surface area, if we will add the area of top and area of bottom, or you can say base. Okay, so if in area of 4 walls we will include the area of base and the area of top, then we will get the total surface area. Total surface area means the areas of all surfaces. Okay, so here in lateral surface area we have excluded area of surface 1 and surface 2, that is top and bottom, but in total surface area we will include these two also, the area of surface 1 and the area of surface 2. So what will be the answer? See, lateral surface area is what? Here I am writing this one. Okay, 2BH plus 2LH. This is lateral surface area. Area of top will be what? This is length and this is your breadth. Okay, so it will be LB, and the area of bottom is, since the top and bottom is just opposite to each other, so the area of bottom is also LB. Now see, it is 2BH plus 2LH plus 2LB. So if we'll take 2 as common and writing it in the proper form, we will get 2LB plus BH plus LH. So in this manner we can find the total surface area also. Okay, total surface area of cuboid is what? 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. I have just written the above line in proper order. Okay, now what is the volume of cuboid? As we all know that the volume of cuboid is just the multiplication of all 3 dimensions, that is length into breadth into height, that is L into B into H. This is the volume of cuboid and this is the total surface area of cuboid. Okay, now what is the diagonal of cuboid? Means the longest rod that can be adjusted in cuboid. The formula for that is under root L square plus B square plus H square. Okay, this is the formula for the diagonal of cuboid. One more thing you have to understand, when you are writing the lateral surface area or the total surface area, you will write in square unit. Okay, here also you will write in square unit, but if you are finding the volume, you will write in cube unit. Okay, like if all the dimensions are in centimeter, then the volume will be centimeter cube. Okay, and area will be centimeter square, and the diagonal will be only in centimeter. So here you will write only unit. Okay, so like this we can find lateral surface area as 2 into L plus B into H, total surface area 2 LB plus BH plus LH, and volume L into B into H, and the diagonal under root L square plus B square into plus H square. Okay, now coming to our next solid, that is right circular cylinder. So if someone asks you that what can be the example of cylinder, so you can simply say that chalk, the unused pencil, can be the example of right circular cylinder. Here I have made figure also. Okay, so how you can get this figure? Like if you put so many circular discs over each other, okay, like for example, if you are having so many coins, and if you will put the coins over each other, you will get the shape of what? You will get the shape of cylinder. Okay, you will get the shape of cylinder. So here also this cylinder is made of so many circles that are put over each other. Okay, so its base is in the form of circle and its top is also in the form of circle. So firstly let us understand about a circle. So as we all know that a circle is containing its center, okay, and the distance from any point from the circumference to its center is known as its radius. Okay, and the length of its boundary is known as its circumference, and the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and the area of circle is pi r square. So here we are assuming that for a right circular cylinder of base radius r, the base radius is what? R, and height as h. Okay, so we are assuming that its height is h, height, or in some cases like in the case of wire you use the word as length. Okay, so wire is also the example of right circular cylinder. So here length or height is h we are supposing, and its radius r we are supposing. Okay, so for area of each end we can give the formula area of each end. End is in the form of what? End is in the form of circle whose radius is r. Okay, so we can give the area of each end is pi r square. Okay, curved surface area. So in the circular shapes, in the circular solids, at the place of lateral surface area we use the term curved surface area. Curved surface area is nothing, it is just lateral surface area of solid. So as I have told you in the previous type of solids, that when we talk about lateral surface area, or in this case curved surface area, we just exclude the area of its top and the area of its bottom. Okay, so if we exclude the area of top and exclude the area of bottom, what is left? The area of this circular portion, the area of this circular portion. So if we want to find curved surface area, means the circumference of the circle is raised up to height h. So circumference of the circle is what? 2 pi r, and if we raised it up to height h, then we will get into h. Okay, so the curved surface area of right circular cylinder we can write 2 pi r h. Simply you have to multiply the height in the circumference of the circle, because we want to find the curved surface area, the area of this round part. Okay, so just we have to multiply this h in the circumference. Okay, so we'll get the curved surface area of cylinder as 2 pi RH. Now if we want to find the total surface area, in total surface area what we will do, we will add in the curved surface area the areas of top and area of bottom. Okay, if we want to calculate the total surface area in curved surface area, we will add the area of top and area of bottom. Curved surface area was what? 2 pi RH. Area of top is what? It is in the circular form, so it is pi r square. Area of bottom is what? It is also in the circular form, so it is also pi r square. So pi r square plus pi r square, it is 2 pi r square. So it is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. Okay, so what you will get here, you will get, by taking common 2 pi r, you will get h from here and r from here. So this is the formula of total surface area of cylinder. Okay students, how we have found this formula? By adding area of top and area of bottom in curved surface area. As we all know that in total surface area we include all the surfaces, so here in the curved surface area we have included the area of top and area of bottom. Okay, so after solving it we'll get what? 2 pi r into h plus r. Now let us talk about its volume. So volume we can find by just applying the formula area of base into height. Okay, what was the area of base? Area of base is, it is in the circular form, so here it is pi r square, and height is what? Because this area is raised up to height h, so we are just multiplying it by h. So this is the formula of area or volume of right circular cylinder. Okay, pi r square into h. So just pause the video and note it down everything from here. So next solid is right circular hollow cylinder. What can be the example of right circular hollow cylinder? Pipe. Okay, pipe can be example of right circular hollow cylinder. See students, hollow means unfilled portion. Okay, in the middle of this there is unfilled portion, means in this solid the material is only here. Okay, the material is only here like this. Okay, so this is hollow cylinder. Now what is written here? Let R, capital R and small r be the external and internal radii of hollow cylinder of height h. See, the height, or you can say the length of this cylinder, this hollow cylinder is what? H. Okay, and if you observe this base or this top, you will find that it is in the shape of this ring. Okay, means two circles are there na? This is its center and here two circles are there. So if you will make it separately, you will make like this. Okay, so two circles are there, so it is like a ring. Okay, in ring two radii are there. One is the capital radius that we have denoted by capital R, and one is by small r. Okay, two radii are there. One, the capital one, the larger one, we have denoted by capital R, and the smaller one we have denoted it by small r. Now area of each end, what will be the area of each end? So what is the area of ring? We all know that if we want to find the area of this shaded shape, we have to just subtract the area of this smaller circle from the capital circle, from the larger circle. Okay, so for area of each end, we can give the formula pi r square minus pi small r square. So that it will be, if we will take pi as common, it will be r square minus r square. Okay students, now let us understand that what will be its curved surface area, means the surface area of its rounded part. So here two rounded parts are there, two rounded portions are there. One is external and one is internal. So here you have to calculate both, means external portion, the curved surface area of external, and curved surface area of internal portion. Okay, so curved surface area of external portion is what? 2 pi RH, and the curved surface area of internal portion is 2 pi small rh. Okay, so what you can take common? We can take common as 2 pi and h we can take common. So what is left? Capital R from here and small r from here. So this is the formula of curved surface area of right circular hollow cylinder. Now let us understand that what can be the formula of total surface area. What will be the formula of total surface area? So as I have told you that in total surface area we have to include the area of its top and area of its bottom also. Means in curved surface area we have to include area of top plus area of bottom. Okay, so curved surface area is what? Curved surface area is 2 pi r plus r into h. Area of top is what? See, area is of top is in the form of like this. Okay, area of each end we have calculated pi r square minus r square, and the same will be the area of its bottom, that is pi r square minus r square. Okay, now let us simplify it. Here it is 2 pi r plus r into h. Pi r square minus r square, pi r square minus r square, that is the same thing. So here it will be 2 times pi r square minus r square. Okay, now we can write 2 pi r plus r into h plus 2 pi, see, a square minus b square. This is on the base, this is based on the formula a square minus b square. So what we can write here? R plus r and r minus r. We can write it na. So the last step we can write that here, if you see this line, you can take common 2 pi r plus r. This much you can take common from these two. So if you will take common 2 pi r plus r as common, what is left? From here h is left, from here 2 pi r plus r is taken common, so what is left? Plus r minus r. So this is the formula of total surface area of hollow cylinder, right circular hollow cylinder. Okay, what can be the volume of this right circular hollow cylinder? So as I have told you, whenever you want to calculate the volume of any solid, only you have to do is what? Area of base into height. Okay, area of base into height. So area of base is what? Pi r square minus r square, and height is what? h. So this will be the volume of right circular hollow cylinder. Okay students, so we can calculate all the formula. Area of each end pi r square minus r square, curved surface area 2 pi r plus r into h, total surface area 2 pi r plus r in the second bracket h plus r minus r. Okay, and volume is pi r square minus r square into h. Coming to our next solid, that is right circular cone. So what can be the example of right circular cone? A birthday cap, an ice cream cone, okay, can be the example of right circular cone. So here I have just made the figure also. This is a cone whose base is in the form of circle, whose center is suppose O and radius is what? R. Okay, so as I have told you that its circumference is 2 pi r, the circumference of this circle is 2 pi r, and its area is pi r square, as I have told you previously. Here in cone, one more thing is there, that this height, okay, and if we will observe this height, this is not perpendicular to the base, this is like slant, in a slanted position. So this height is known as slant height of the cone. Okay, this is called slant height, and this is simply, you can say, this is height. Okay, and this is your radius r. So here I have written, for a right circular cone of height h, slant height l, and radius of base r, we have. Okay, so firstly, just to see, this is the triangle. If we will observe this, this is what? This is triangle. Okay, and in this triangle, this perpendicular height is h, this is L, and this is R. See, here it is 90 degree. So if it is 90 degree, means this triangle is like right triangle. Okay, in right triangle, Pythagoras theorem is for you can apply. So for this triangle, Pythagoras theorem will be what? Hypotenuse square, that is here, L square is equal to base square, base is what? Base is r, so it is r square, and plus perpendicular square, perpendicular is what? H, so it will be h square. Okay, so this is the formula regarding slant height. You can write slant height is equal to, when you will do square root, when you will take square root of the both side, you will get h square plus r square, or r square plus h square, both are same. Okay, so this is the relation between slant height, perpendicular height, and the radius. Okay, and if someone asks you that how this cone has been made, so you can say that on fixing one perpendicular side of right triangle and revolving other side, revolving the hypotenuse side, okay, you will get a cone. Now let us talk about what is curved surface area. See, this rounded part is what? This is the curved surface area of this cone. Okay, and this cone is rounded about what? It is rounded about h. Okay, so you can say that its curved surface area is simply pi r l. Okay, so the curved surface area of right circular cone is what? Pi r l. What is the total surface area? For total surface area, we include the area of top and bottom in area of curved surface area. Okay, but here no top is there, So we'll add the area of bottom plus area of base. Okay, a curved surface area was what? It is pi RL, and area of base is what? Area of base is pi r square. Okay, so here if we'll take common pi r, what we'll get? L plus r. So this is the formula of total surface area. Okay, what will be the volume of cone? So it is said that a volume of cone is just 1/3 of volume of cylinder. Means if someone asks you that what is the volume of cone, you can say that it is 1/3 pi r square h. By observing so many experiments, it is found that when you will add 3 cones, you will get the volume of a cylinder of the same radius and same height. Okay, so we generally write the volume of cone 1/3 of pi r square h. Pi r square is what? Pi r square h is what? Volume of cylinder. So the volume of cone is just 1/3 of the volume of cylinder of the same dimensions. Okay, now let us understand our next solid, and this is a sphere. Okay, so as we all know that the example of a sphere can be the football, marbles. These are the examples of a sphere. So here I have written that for a sphere of radius r, we have, okay, so this figure I have made, from that we can understand the sphere. See, this is a solid, okay, and spherical in shape. Okay, so what will be the radius of this sphere is r. What will be the surface area? See, in the case of a sphere, its curved surface area and its lateral curved surface area and its total surface areas are same. Okay, are same. We can write it are same. Okay, so curved surface area is equal to total surface area, and it is equal to the curved surface area or total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. Okay, so this is the formula of surface area of a sphere. For both curved surface area and total surface area, it is 4 pi r square, because there is no top and no bottom in circular shape, in the whole circular shape. So both are same, and that is equal to 4 pi r square. What is the volume of sphere? It is equal to 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, no height is there, only radius is there. So you can say that the volume of sphere is 4 pi r cube, 4/3 pi r cube. Now coming to hemisphere. Hemisphere is what? If we cut this sphere by a plane, okay, if we cut this sphere by a plane, we'll get 2 hemispheres. Okay, we'll get 2 hemispheres. Suppose its radius is r. So the curved surface area of this hemisphere will be what? See, it is just half the total sphere. Okay, it is just half. So you can say that in curved surface area, you will take just this rounded part. Okay, in curved surface area, we do not include the area of top. So it is in the curved surface area, you will simply write that half of the surface area of a sphere. So half of the surface area of the sphere will be what? It is 4 pi r square. So half of it's just 2 pi r square. Okay, now total surface area. So what will be the total surface area? In curved surface area, we will add area of top. Okay, so area of top is in the form of circle. So in curved surface area, we will add the area of top that is in the form of circle. So it will be 2 pi r square plus pi r square. It will be 3 pi r square. So remember, in the case of hemisphere, the total surface area is 3 pi r square. Okay. What will be the volume of hemisphere? The volume of hemisphere is just half the volume of the sphere, and the volume of a sphere is what? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So what it will be? It will be 2 2s are 4. So it will be 2 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, students. Now coming to the next solid, that is a spherical shell. Spherical shell, the 3D form of, three-dimensional form of a ring. Okay, so its outer surface area will be what? See here, two radii are there. One is capital R and one is small r. Okay, so the outer surface area will be what? 4 pi r square. If someone asks you that what is internal surface area, so you can say that it will be 4 pi small r square. Okay, both are the same. Now what is the volume of this spherical shell? So volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube minus r cube. So this is the formula of a spherical shell. One more solid is left, frustum of cone, that we'll study just before the last exercise of NCERT, means just before the exercise 13.4. Okay, so students, I hope you have understood all the topics, how the formula came. See, I have told you the derivation so that you can make concepts regarding these solids. Okay, so just note down everything, and in the next class we will see the questions of exercise 13.1. okay, before that just note it down and try to understand each concept properly. Thank you, students.